Well, first up on the program this week are two executives with Origin Clear Incorporated, OCLN's their stock symbol. To my immediate left, Mr. Tom Marchesello. Tom, always great to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Great to have you back on.
Absolutely.
And of course, Riggs Eckelberry, the Sultan of Water, the Chief Strategist, the Chief Executive Officer. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you. Water is good.
Water is good. What's new?
Well, very exciting times right now because we're firming up the business that we acquired mid last year. Dan Early, the evangelist for modular, prefabricated, prepackaged systems, which is turning out into a real revolution. And so we created a company that was called, coincidentally, Modular Water Systems, which means we own the entirety of the Google page for modular systems, which is great. Now, that was all great, so Dan scared up a whole lot of business, and then we need a business executive.
Okay.
And I was very fortunate to have built a relationship with Tom here. Last year we worked together on that water chain project.
Right.
And now he has agreed to become the business guy working directly with Dan to monetize modular water systems.
Well, that's incredible. Now, of course, Tom, we want to first congratulate you on the birth of a daughter. Congratulations on that.
Thanks. Yeah, little Brooklyn is here, and she's awesome.
And of course, the more good news, you've been promoted to Modular Water Systems. Tell us about your role.
Yeah, so I'm the Chief Operating Officer, and my job is basically to work hand in hand with Riggs and Dan and our team to basically take now our awesome products and really get them to market with the clients that we have.
Well, there's a lot of demand for what you guys are doing, isn't there?
Yeah, it's interesting. The water industry itself has always traditionally had really strong demand for wastewater treatment and pump stations and all these very traditional key things that clean water.
Right.
And we've basically just made that whole process faster and stronger because our products last longer and we build them quick and we basically build them to a spec that is just above and beyond what the industry's used to. So they are thinking, wow, these are really great products. And that's what we're doing.
Well, the ability to move fast, build to scale, and basically plug and play, that's really the advantages that you have with your systems, right?
Yeah, plug and play, drop and go, whatever you want to call it. Like our stuff is manufactured and engineered at our factory, then completely put together, tested, and made sure it works properly. And then we just drop it on a truck and drive it to site and put it in place.
What are the applications that you're seeing the most demand from?
The easy one for us is basically a pump station. It's a really simple thing that basically just moves water, holds it in a container cistern, and moves it from one place to another. And sometimes it's clean, sometimes it's dirty. But those pump stations exist everywhere. So in a typical city, you might have hundreds of thousands of these things that are managing municipal water or industrial water. So it's a really common product in the water industry. You just don't see it. They're buried in the ground.
Now, as demand continues to increase, do you have any concerns as whether or not you can meet that demand?
No, we're not worried about the scalability on demand. What we are really concerned about is just making sure our quality is good. So we make a really good product, and then we standardize our product so we have really good margins, and then we're basically servicing the clients who are our best clients first. And then from there, we'll just continue to roll out our product on our pacing.
Approximately how many systems do you have in place right now, Riggs?
Well, Dan came to us with a legacy installed base of perhaps 50 systems.
Okay.
Right? And we've done a half dozen since then as modular water systems. Now, of course, Progressive has done, 40,
Right.
50. They have an ongoing, so our baseline business has never stopped. The challenge has been, there's always a lag in these new businesses. Modular water has been growing. Now we are, I think, up to 6 or 8 systems since June.
Yeah.
And his job as COO is to make it profitable, better margins, better purchasing, and also execution and collecting of the money, right?
Of course, the sales process relies on track record. With these systems in place, you have that track record you can point to.
Yeah, the truth of the matter is our team's been doing this stuff for about 30 years with success, but they did a lot of custom systems back in the day. And then, about 8 years ago, they started moving to these productized versions. And then the last couple of years, they've been kind of stamping them out. So now you're gone from doing it custom to a prototype to a more standardized product, which is what we have now. And now we're going to move into more of a production ramp up. So we're working with different OEMs now to get our materials down, get our bill of material done properly, reduce our overhead costing on building it, and then that basically elevates our profit margin so we can go to market faster and actually deliver the product that everybody really wants.
Sounds like you've hit the ground running.
Yeah, it's kind of cool actually. I actually hit it where we actually got clients and revenue, and then now we have like a more of a full life cycle approach. Because when you look at water, a lot of people are like, well, what part of the water industry are you in?
Right.
And there's the tail end, which is step 3, which is wastewater.
Right.
That's what happens on all the water that's got to go out of your facility. But there's 2 other steps before that. There's all the water that comes in.
Right.
So here's my building, I'm doing business, I got water coming in from the city. I want to make sure that's super clean. I have all these systems to clean the water. Then after I've already paid for my water anyway, I want to reuse my water, reclaim it. So that's my step 2. And then my third part is after I'm done dirtying it up, I got to dump it, but I want it to be clean before I dump into the city again. And that's really the other piece we come in. So we got this 1, 2, 3 step business model now and all the products to do each of those steps. And depending on who our customer is, they may be looking to purchase 1 or 2 or 3 of those products. And it's like Legos. Here's block 1, 2, and 3. They might want to replace one of the blocks. They might want to just purchase one of the blocks now. So it's really kind of a fun business to be able to say, here's what we do. Here's all our standard products. Here's our pricing. And I got a nice catalog of all the stuff I got. And people are like, this is great.
Once again, Origin Clear, OCLN. Guys, exciting as always. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.